Hello everyone, this is Dom here at Axion now. As you can see, I have in front of me a Zendikar Rising pre-release pack. So I'm just going to open it and, open some boosters, see what kind of pool we get, and maybe have a go at building a deck. Show you some of the sweet cards that we can open. So, the hardest part of opening it is always getting through the packaging, so as you can see, cunningly pre-tore off most of this packaging to make my life a lot easier. Here we go, big brain plays. Let's have a look inside. 6 booster packs, very nice, and our promo rare, which is a Squad Commander. Now this is an interesting one. It's either mediocre or very, very good, depending on how much party value we can get going. So we're going to look to try and play party if we want to put this card in our deck. Let's just move the rubbish out the way, put that down as our white card, and start cracking some packs. The best part of any pre-release. So, pack number 1. Let's see what we can get. Gonna sort my cards, oops, as always. Sort them into colour to make my life easier later on. Blue, red. Let's see, on to the uncommons now. Roost of Drakes, pretty sweet one if we get some kicker cards, so this is something to keep an eye on as well. And our first rare is, hey, this is my kind of rare. Charix the Raging Isle, look at that, 17 health. How's anyone going to get through that? This kind of rare gives you all the time to just sit there, play a load of rubbish. So this is perfect. And an island too. That's good flavour. Alright, already feeling good about this one. Let's have a look at the second one. Hopefully we get some more sweet blue cards. Okay, green, black, white. Well, it's blue at least. Artifact. And some more uncommons. I like this card a lot. Nice counter spell that you can also play as a land. Pretty strong. And our second, ooh, it's a mythic this time. And I think this mythic is pretty loaded. So, I don't know, you can see it on your screen here. Imagine you're racing your opponent, you're down to 12, they're down to 10. It's a 2 mana 8/8. That seems pretty good to me. So this is pretty awesome. And we got a foil. Another foil flip land too. Looks rather nice. Could be good. Put that there, another land, and Just an Illusion. That's a great song. Let's have a look at our third pack. Already we are doing pretty well. Let me have a look. Okay, some more commons. Let's sort these ones. Nice alternate art common. You can get these in packs, they're rather nice. This is actually one of my favourites, even though the card itself is pretty bad. Artifact. Nice removal spell. Another alternate art. Again, I don't think this card is very good, but the alternate art is very, very pretty. And a land. And our next rare is a Kargan Intimidator. Solid little 2-drop. I think this might see some play in Standard. Any mono-red fans out there? Pretty good card, I reckon. Keep an eye on this one. A land and a token. Okay. Halfway there. Still got 3 more packs full of juicy cards. Let's have a look. Nice, a removal spell. Negate, can't go wrong with a negate. I love playing one of those. Some more commons. And some uncommons. Oh, our first multicolour uncommon. Pretty sweet one as well. Not sure we're going to go green, but it's an option. And our next rare. Well, our next rare is green. A little ooze. Kind of fun, could be good if we have some counters. I think we're more looking at blue and black and white, but you never know. Maybe we'll play all of the colours. And, speaking of playing all of the colours, our foil lets us search for lands, so who knows? Maybe there's something fun on the cards here. And an island, that's a win. Okay, pack number 5. Let's have a look. What is in this one? Got some commons, as always. Ooh, good removal spell, probably one of the best commons in my opinion. Very happy to have this one. Another alternate art. An artifact. Another really, really good party card. I think this card's nuts. If you played Shadows over Innistrad, this is very much a card called Ever After, except that card was a rare, and this card costs cheaper. So I think this card is insane. Another ally. Ooh, nice. We got a flip land. Can't go wrong with one of these. As you can see, a mountain on one side makes green on the other. Nice bit of fixing. Even if you're only playing one of the colours, you can just put it in. Maybe a bit of a flex if I'm playing red-white. Yeah, I'll drop this. Put that in the land pile. And unfortunately not a basic island, but forest is still cool. And our last booster pack. Let's have a look. Can we finish on a high? We've already got some pretty sweet stuff, so it'll be tough to beat. That's a good start. I do like Into the Royal. Some commons. Ooh, this card draws cards. It's got to be good. So does this card. Another nice multicolour payoff. This card is pretty good, in my opinion. If you only have one party member, then it's 5 mana, draw 3, gain 3. I think that's quite strong. And a land. And our last rare. Ooh, okay. Another multicolour card. This time green-white. Pretty sweet little boar we've got here. And we even get a foil. Interesting. So, good cards all over the shop in this pool, I think. Who knows what we'll make of it? Most people would play 2 colours, kind of make use of the best of what we have, but maybe we'll do something spicy. And by the power of video editing, and just like that, I have built my deck. But before we go over my deck, I've got something very special to show you. As you're probably aware, when you buy a box of Zendikar Rising, you also get within it this box topper. And they have very, very nice cards inside, as you can probably tell by the fact that I'm wearing gloves. So we're going to crack this open and see if we get anything sweet. But we're going to be careful about it. Very carefully. If you're opening it with scissors, I recommend you shake the booster first to make sure that the card is at the bottom. Otherwise you might end up changing your flooded strand into a ludded strand. Here we go, make sure. Looks pretty good. Let's see if we can get it out. Ooh, came out pretty quickly this one. And we have... Ooh, an Arid Mesa. Very nice. As you can tell, you can get fetch lands in these, even enemy fetch lands. Like this very beautiful Arid Mesa here. Let me just put that down very carefully. And now, let's go over my deck. As you can see, I've built a very sensible, nice 2-colour, blue-green kicker deck, but we're going to do a little bit of splashing. So, you know, blue-green doesn't look that exciting, so we're maybe splashing a little bit of black, because, you know, we want to run this nice mythic, right? We open this mythic, we're not going to leave it in our sideboard. And then we had some sweet white cards too, so yeah, we had to maybe sneak those ones in. And I can't not play this boar. Look how cool this boar is. And then, you know, we made sure we've got some fixing. And, well, we might not have any red cards, but this is basically a forest, and we want our opponents to know how many rares we're playing, so we're putting this in as well. So, just having a quick look over my deck, it's essentially a blue-green Durdly deck. So my plan is to sit there, cast some low-drop defensive creatures, hide behind cards like this big crab that the opponent can't get past, and just eventually win the game with all of my powerful late game. Considering I'm playing lots of colours, I will eventually draw them all and slaughter my opponent with my extremely good black and white cards. I do have Reclaim the Waste as a very nice piece of fixing to go and grab my other colours to make sure I can cast everything on time. I have this rather nice Cleric that gets bigger the more colours we spend on it, which is a nice payoff. And in most of my white and black that I'm playing is just for removal spells. Cards to kill all of my opponent's good rares. So you can see I've got a nice removal spell here that can also double as a land if I haven't got my planes yet. Journey to Oblivion, another good removal spell, and I have a lot of clerics and wizards in my deck, so this will be quite cheap. Some nice card draw in Spoils of Adventure. Our Bomb Mythic Demon, absolutely busted card, hopefully we draw that and get to play it. Another removal spell in Deadly Alliance, and then maybe on turn 30 when we draw both of our black sources, we can cast Thwart the Grave and get our 2 best cards back from the graveyard and win. Generally, when you're playing limited, you want to make sure that you have either better cards than your opponent or just more value, and that's what I've gone for here. My deck has lots of cards that draw me additional cards, lots of cards that are just going to be better than my opponent's, even if I draw them late, like these splash cards, but I'm base blue-green to make sure I can still play most of my deck early, and then eventually, when I draw my splash colours, take over the game. Let me know what you think of this deck. If you see any cards you quite like in this deck, you know, we are selling singles, they are available for pre-order.